This we have already, right? And so the main things here that are left, we got this, doesn't really matter. This doesn't matter. We got this, but we have all of this. The main things, we got the raid nerfs. This is like one of the few things that are left. Okay? Similarly, we know the community conversation surrounding dailies is a hot topic these days, and you're aware of the discontent of the Chaos Engine Guardian raids and Unitas. Currently, these dailies and activities are critical for obtaining materials. This doesn't really matter. That's a bunch of bullshit. Allow hardcore players to have something earned every day. So reducing them is not a simple problem to tackle, right? So what this means is they want you to be playing the game, and if we reduce them, you won't play the game as much. We need to know how to think about it, but we understand the repetitiveness of the content, and Smallgate RPG is undergoing internal research development, discuss resolutions. This line, Smallgate's research and development team is looking into applying similar changes, okay, is the same as this line. So right now, what they're doing, this is the big, I would say, almost guaranteed announcement, but I don't think it's going to be just reducing them to 1. I think they're going to try to create a different solution to this problem. And I don't know what it is, right? I don't know what it's going to be, but this line is the exact same line as the raid one, and they already nerfed that. Just like how they didn't completely take the white mechs out of Vicus, which I still think are too fucking hard. Just for a new person to get into, but it's whatever. I think the Vicus nerf was a bad nerf. I don't think it was actually a good nerf. I think it was like a very trash tier nerf. Some of them are better, but I thought it was pretty trash tier. I do think the Orb Collection one is a lot better, but I don't think maybe some of them are okay. But we're going to get something similar to that, right? And what Saint was saying is that if they reduce it to 1, more people are just going to make more alts. But I feel like that's a really small minority of people. Like, I don't think this problem, I want to make this super clear. I don't think the problem is that it burns the hardcore player out, because the hardcore player is literally destined to burn out, right? The person that's a hardcore player with a hardcore Sigma grind set of just farming max efficiency, that is the mentality that will burn you out in any game, because eventually it gets fucking boring. But the problem is not that it burns you out, it's that it's fucking boring, right? This is not, this, you know, we're aware of this, the sense of discontent regarding Chaos Engine Guardians, Unas, and tasks. It's not that reducing them is what like is going to save the game. What I was saying is that I don't think that's the problem with the game. I really don't. I really, really don't. I think it exacerbates, it's a funny word, getting bored by doing the same one twice. I don't mind doing a Guardian, but I don't want to do 2 Guardians on every character. Not because it burns me out, because it's literally boring, right? Because I want to play the game, but doing the same thing regardless it gets boring. Now, I do want to stress the importance of literally every MMO does that exact thing. You will do the same thing. I mean, it's the same thing with Diablo. It's the same thing with a lot of RPG. Eventually, if you want to play the game, they're going to have to refeed you the same activities. It's impossible to have a unique experience every single time you log into the game, unless you're playing Diablo 2, according to that guy. That every time, because of RNG, it's always a unique experience. But essentially, you will always end up doing the exact same thing, right? Anyway, my point is, them reducing it is to reduce boredom, not burnout, right? Because a lot of people don't play max efficiency anyway.